So today's video, I'm sharing something that is really close to me, and that is just a couple of things that I like to do in order to find peace within myself, ground myself, and just be an overall happy person. Now, my day job, I work with people who are struggling mentally and physically, and a lot of those energies that I expel during the day, I unfortunately don't recharge or get back when I get home. And it takes a spiritual practice in order to get these back, in order to make sure that when you get home, you're balanced again and you're able to kind of give that off on the next day without losing something or you losing a part of yourself, so to speak. One of the things that I do is something called mirror work. And this particular exercise helps me not only find peace within myself, but also love myself even more than I ever have. And just like we're all on this path, this spiritual journey, and we're learning things about ourselves, we're healing traumas, we're doing X, Y, and Z, right? One of those things that we're doing is we're learning to love ourselves, not as well as other people, but mainly ourselves because as you know, the first step is loving yourself, loving your inner self, your higher self before you could truly give off that energy to someone else. So this is where mirror work comes in. So mirror work is simply me standing in front of the mirror, making eye contact with myself. I like to do it completely nude because I'm able to see my body, like truly see my body, not 5 seconds before I take a shower or 5 seconds after I wake up. I'm actually taking the time to look from my feet all the way to my face and I'm seeing myself. And the things that I like to say is things that coincide with something I might have been struggling with over the last couple of days. So then I'll say something like, Tanisha, you are beautiful. Tanisha, I am grateful that you have learned X, Y, and Z, whatever I learned that week. Or I'll do an I am statement where I am beautiful or I am, X, Y, and Z. I can't think of anything right now. But I like to write these things down before I start doing it. The whole point of mirror work, honestly, is so that you're able to truly see the energetic version of you. Because we have our shell, right? That's our body. That's the avatar that we were born with. But our true selves are on the inside. And sometimes it takes taking that time during the day, seeing yourself in the mirror, especially if you have some sort of body dysmorphia issues, or maybe there's shame, maybe there's guilt. This exercise in itself helps you heal from those things. It's a perfect tool to use. I'm telling you right now. I also want to add that I have a free mirror work practice guide. I put the link in the description. Click on that link and you get like this really cool PDF that I created for you. And it's going to be extremely helpful in doing in doing mirror work. So again, this exercise has been extremely helpful for me. It's helped me find peace within myself. It's helped me get past shame or guilt. It's helped me love myself even more. And I do want to add that a lot of the times that I have to do mirror work is after I've noticed myself getting triggered by something someone has said. Now, I'm extremely grateful for where I am. I do love myself. But sometimes when I notice that I'm triggered by these, sayings or something that someone might have said, then I know I need to go do mirror work. Because it's not about what they said per se, it's about my reaction to it, which tells me that I still have more work to do. And that's okay. There's no vortex that we're getting to. There's no top of the mountain, really. It's a continuous learning experience. And I'm grateful to even have the opportunity. And I'm grateful for even to the fact that I even notice that I have to do that self-reflection personality trait that I have. I absolutely love it. I'm grateful for it. The next one is really important. I'm going to do another video on this, but I want to briefly talk about speaking to your spirit guides. And some of you might say, soul family, ancestors, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever your soul family looks like to you. If you speak to them how I'm speaking to you right now, you ask them for assistance. You tell them about your day. Anything. They hear you. They hear you speaking to them. And they want to help you. They're literally waiting for you to ask them for help. So don't be afraid to verbally speak out loud and say, I'm really struggling today on X, Y, and Z. I really need some help. Please help me. And be detailed. Talk to them like you're their friend, because you are. They've been with you this entire time. If you're someone like me, I get a lot of messages in my dreams. And I think that's because my brain during the day it's constantly go go go, that when I'm sleeping my subconscious mind is able to kind of get those messages through to me a lot clearer, especially because I remember my dreams and my dreams are very lucid. So in my dreams, my guide or guides, sometimes there's three of them, they'll be kind of like hanging out in the background and waiting for me to notice them. And then when I notice, they're just kind of like waiting for me to to do something different than what I've already been doing. Most recently, this is a perfect example. Most recently, I've been on this sort of like health journey. And I know that right now it's kind of like a do or die with my health. And if I don't start working on it, then, it's not going to be good for me. And before I came to that conclusion, in my dreams, I was getting messages from my guides, meaning that they were like literally telling me, Tanisha, you got to focus on your health. You got to eat healthy. You got to do this. You got to do that. And I remember in my dream, and it's so funny because I'm so stubborn even when I'm dreaming that I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And I walk to an In-N-Out burger and I'm like ordering burgers and fries, like, okay, spirit guides, whatever, I'm gonna eat this. This is my dream. You don't get to tell me what to do. So what's more important about speaking to your guides is the ability to listen to what they're saying, to receive the messages that they're giving you. So if you're going to be stubborn, even when you're awake, and you know that the third conversation you've had with someone mentioning something that you've been considering, you notice that as a message from your guides, and you're still ignoring it, then there's not much else they can do for you. So again, speaking to your guides, but also being able to receive the messages that they're giving you and not be stubborn and not ignoring them and things like that. I would say the third thing is meditating. And this is a big one because I think a lot of you, when you hear the word meditating, you think that you have to be like a yoga, I don't know, professional, and you have to be able to sit in one spot for 8 hours and do some weird hand movements like hand mudras and things like that. But you don't have to do that. You could literally be meditating while gardening. Meditation just simply means that you're finding stillness in your mind, not in just your body. In your mind, you're able to kind of like allow your thoughts to flow through without judgment. Yes, you have thoughts when you're meditating. It's not completely silent up there. I think that's almost impossible to have nothing going on in your mind while you're sitting still. Especially if you're an adult, you always have something going on in your mind. But I'll be honest with you, when I'm meditating, I get the best downloads, the best messages from my spirit guides. That's where I get a lot of my inspiration and all the random crap that I'm doing during the day. Next thing you know, I'm going to freaking be starting another podcast or something, or another company, who knows? But that's when I get my best downloads. I also get a chance to kind of like speak to my guides and tell them what's on my mind and what might be bothering with me. But if I'm not in that place of stillness, meditating, then I'm not going to hear those messages. So I guess that's basically the same as being able to receive messages and not put up that egotistical wall that we're used to putting up. The fourth thing is surrounding yourself with positive people. Yes, it's great to have a couple of people around, especially work situations where you can't really control your environment and who's around you. It's great to be challenged sometimes because that's when you learn the most, is when you're put in those uncomfortable positions. But your peer group does not have to be the same peer group that you grew up with from high school. You can change them. And I feel like this is a longer conversation, but I'm going to keep it short for now. And simply just say that if you want to be a specific type of person, like you want to strive to be positive, healed, getting rid of all these negative emotions, rejection, abandonment, all these wounds that you have, then why not be around people who are also working on it or have gotten to the point where they love themselves, where they found that peace? It just makes sense to me, So I know this is a really short video, and I really hope that what I've mentioned has helped someone. Maybe it made you think about something, and I don't know. That's my goal, really. It's just kind of like talk about my experiences and share the things that I've learned. And hopefully it helps you in some way. So thank you again for existing. And if you like this video, please make sure you like, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment and tell me about what you liked about this video. And don't forget to click the link in my description to access my free mirror work practice guide. It's completely free. Fill it out, do it, read it, whatever you need to do, and then tell me what you think about it in the comments.